I guess I'm used to JJ Redick.
JJ Redick doesn't even look right on the sideline. Just being honest with you. That
He's a
shit ain't
star,
gonna
man.
work.
That
I
shit, I
don't think
love
he's a
it.
star. He cool and all. Like he ain't no star though. Being
That
honest with you,
nigga's,
he ain't no
that
star.
nigga's a star. Anywhere he goes, the media talks to him. He's talking shit right back. I love it.
That nigga ain't no star.
Hey, 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 hey. Your man's out there killing it in LA. Got Brawny popping.
Who?
What? JJ.
I'm
Big
leaving
J.
that Bronny. I'm being real, bro. I be getting so much smoke. I'm leaving that Bronny thing alone, bro.
I don't
But
even.
you know, Ticket TV, big shout out to him, Kwame Brown, your man, the comedian Bubba Dub. Like it's certain people that, bro, they gonna keep it real. So look at what they said. You know what I mean? You know me,
I
I'm a
don't
hater
like.
though, and I'm a troll, and I'm a
But so hold on. That's 20 seconds. How you feel about Kwame Brown complaining for 20 years about Stephen A. Smith doing the same thing to him that he's doing to Brawny now?
bro. We are all we all contradict. Everybody does it. Uh, think about this. Remember when Dame Dash had that legendary interview with the Breakfast Club, and he was like,
Right,
he don't conversate uh about other men is chatty patty.
right.
Now he's super chatty patty.
He looks
So
crazy.
it's
And
like, bro, the
50,
internet. Listen, the
50,
internet is undefeated.
50 said, you better stop talking before your teeth fall out again. 50 is
Come
50
on,
is
bro.
undefeated.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I told you. That's why he's in my top five. Listen. He might be the best that ever do it. But like, it's weird out here, man. But it's they people like who they like, and when you talk about who they like, they don't like it. That young man over there. Much blessings to him, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't wish no harm or hate on nobody, but he doesn't deserve to be in the NBA. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just the truth. I've never heard nobody, I've never heard no sport talk about being patient with a late second round pick. I've never heard people go, nah, he gonna give him five. Give him what? I've never heard that. So for me, it's listen, man. Like I said, I stay away. Excuse me. I stay away from that topic now because it's not. It's fun and cool, but after a while, like I said, I'm not really into the trolling and we have fun, but at the end of the day, being real, bro, little homie is trash, man. I'm sorry, man.
all all Brawny Arena. Come on, baby.
I'm sorry.
I just
You know,
really hate. I thought Kwame Brown. We all contradict ourselves, but that's horrible. After you came out bursting on the YouTube scene with that. I think he's a total hypocrite. The other guys, I think you got carte blanche. We're gonna talk about Skip Bayless in a second.
But hold on. I disagree with what you're saying about Kwame Brown because I think his situation is totally different. When he broke it down, like I said, it's up to somebody to believe him or not. I don't have no dog in this fight. I'm not backing him or I'm not vouching for Kwame, but I don't know him. But I'm just saying when he breaks down his story is totally different from Bronny James. Like when you look at his high school highlights, Kwame Brown was killing. No
Okay.
disrespect. No disrespect. Bronny wasn't killing. Kwame Brown was the number one pick, and it seems like he never had an opportunity for his shot. Like, once again, when he breaks it down, it's no excuse. But, I don't know. I just feel like, dude's got a gripe with Braun and how he move, how his team move. So, guys are gonna, any chance they get, they're gonna discuss, whatever's attached to him. Do I feel like Kwame Brown is being, contradiction? contradicting itself. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I say this shit is weird. It's weird. It's
I think
weird.
he's a million% because contradicting himself, because like you just said, he got the opportunity to come to the league. He earned it himself. So I get that. Bronny didn't really, in our eyes, earn it. There's no way possible. He's in the NBA. This guy, as soon as JJ Redick said, compared him to Lou Dort, I think Davion Mitchell, specifically Lou Dort went undrafted. He had a 2-way contract. He earned every single penny for OKC right now. And now he's starting for the starting guard for them. So once you do that, and then Bronny's, LeBron said he's better than half the league. So the momentum was there. The hype was there. He gets to the league and we're seeing it like, all right, he's not what y'all made him out to be. And the same thing with Kwame Brown. You were number one pick. You're not a number one pick. You are a bust. So all that other shit to me is like, oh, he played 12 years in the league. Okay, cool. But you're still not what you're supposed to be. And people was just calling you out the same way you calling out Bronny. You really kind of trash, Kwame. That's like, stop. Nobody wants you as a starting center on the team for a championship team. You a number one pick. Ain't nothing wrong with that is the whole point. You made millions. You're supposed to be able to deal with all that. And you didn't, and you couldn't, and you held a grudge for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, the way he sounded coming out with haymakers, he still wants to fight Matt Barnes, bro. That's what I'm saying. So you don't think Bronny feels a certain way about that? He's a kid. That kid is a kid. You out of all people should know that.
He's not a kid, bro.
Compared to what Kwame Brown is right now, 19, 20?
No,
I'm saying a kid from a standpoint of
he's not 40, a kid,
50
bro.
years old. I understand what you're saying. You go to jail, you sign contracts, you make your own money. Because I was saying that earlier. But I'm talking about from the standpoint of he's very young. So Kwame Brown is saying, Kwame's saying that messed him up from young. And now that he's a grown man, he's reflecting back on all this stuff. The thing with Jordan, they were supposed to trade him for shout out to RP. He reminded me they were supposed to trade him for Elton Brand, and he was taking out his gripe on Kwame Brown. Bro, he was getting bullied by Jordan. This shit is kind of if Bronny was built differently, he would get bullied.
So are people not supposed to talk about Bronny James?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying he shouldn't talk about Bronny James.
But I disagree. We talk about if everybody's in the media, we are allowed to talk about everybody else. Once again, that's a major story. Whether he was drafted in the first round, second round, ninth round, that's a major story because his father made it that way. So at the end of the day, I don't think Kwame Brown is wrong for talking about Bronny James because once again, social media is built on clickbait. People say they don't clickbait, but you could clickbait and don't do it intentionally. Like I said, what we always say, we don't hear excuse me, we don't hear nobody talking about De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis. We don't hear nobody talking about Jordan Poole. Why? Because it's not hot topics. So at the end of the day, if Bronny and Braun wasn't a hot topic, they wouldn't talk about him. The fact of the matter is, the young man is not a good basketball player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble. And when him and Carmelo Anthony's son played on ESPN, that was the proof right there. That was the proof. Kendrick Perkins said it before. Yo, I don't know who gets into I don't know who's an All-American. Kendrick Perkins said, I averaged 30. Like this dude's in high school that's averaging 30 plus, 25 plus. Young man wasn't even averaging 20. Some people say he wasn't even the best player on his team, and he was an All-American, McDonald's. So at the end of the day, us as quote-unquote media, I don't call myself media, but, that's what it's called out here.
The mic is rubbing the zipper.
Right. So we all, that's better?
Yeah.
So a lot of this be our fault, but for me, we have to be honest. And Kwame Brown says something that made sense. If we could call Westbrick, why we can't commentate or talk about Bronny James?
I don't have a problem with that. But you can't be the one that came out and wants to fight Matt Barnes and hold a grudge for all these years and say that. You should no longer have a grudge with anybody then. You should understand what Stephen A. Because you're doing exactly what Stephen A. Smith was doing now. which is my point to begin with. All you guys were shitting on Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, and now all of a sudden you were supposed to be the new media and change shit up. Nah, what's the difference? That's what I'm saying. It was easy to say that, have that perspective when you were sitting on your couch or when you were playing basketball. But now that you're in their seat, you're doing exactly what they're doing. So yeah, y'all are hypocrites. Draymond, Kwame Brown, all these guys.
Hold on, just real quick, yo. The mic, the mic rubbing the zip is nasty. Hey, yo, Fish. Every time we got something good going, Fish.
There's a start right there. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
It's official. It's either you, Fish, or Flea is gonna say some crazy shit to make me start the game, man.
Yeah,
yo,
man.
man.
Yeah,
you know who I be, man. Go ahead. You want to keep it going?
No. Do the intro. Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
You know what? I got my guy with me. Come on, you know who that is.
Ball suckers.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. We never jab step, pump fake. Come on. We in the building. Let's go.
The official Brawny basketball. Yo,
listen, man.
And that's what I mean. I should be able to say what the hell I want to say, LeBron. You out of all people, you knew what the slander was coming into the game. And he seems like he's taking it well. I don't see him bitching and moaning. I see him out here moving and grooving. I'm proud of that kid, man. He ain't looking depressed, none of that.
I mean, that's a great point. Like I said, nothing to be upset about. One thing you can't stop people from doing is talking. So at the end of the day, but just my whole thing is, I just tell people, me being considered all ball, I don't know it all. I tell you I don't know it all. I don't care that I don't know it all. You might be better than me at the game, but you don't love the game more than me. That's just a fact. And at the end of the day, just give me my props when I'm right. That's all I be wanting to say. I could be wrong on a whole bunch of things, but when I'm right, there you go. Give me my props. He's in the building.
Are we live? Are we live?
Big Flea. Never the little one.
Flea was good. Let's get
building.
Right to it. Yeah, Flea's in the building.
Well, you just reminded me of the exact quote that made me want to talk about this, because I was searching for the quote to talk about this. Skip Bayless. Bane is back, AllBall. Hold the hell on. Bane is back. Stop playing with my boy. I just said it. Kwame Brown, Draymond Green, all you guys bitching and moaning about Skip Bayless all these years, and all you do is play the exact role this man is playing. And Bane is back with a vengeance. But this thing stood out to me, man, because he said something very similar that you said.
Is that him? Go ahead. Nah, nigga look crazy, man. Go ahead.
Are there any regrets there?
Pause it. Let me know when you want to pause it.
Because obviously it felt like what you were talking about where PFT9, we don't fight off air, but it felt like it was kind of a real fight on air at times. And viewers can see that and feel that. And that's where it might turn a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Trust me on this. I love that guy. And we were together for 7 years in a very different way than you guys are together, because we took it up a notch from Stephen A. and I, because in the end, Stephen A. is more of a showman, an entertainer. So our debates could be a little sillier than the ex-pro football player now in the Hall of Fame versus me, because I do know football, and I would take it to whatever depth Shannon wanted to go to on X and O football. Wherever he wanted to go, I'll go there, because I learned from a lot of great people in this business. I learned from Don Shula and Bill Walsh and Tom Landry and Jimmy Johnson. I know football. I don't know the jargon that Shannon knows about 22-man and bomb blitz and whatever the Denver Broncos used or the Baltimore Ravens used for jargon. But we would get into it about football, and he would get miffed occasionally that I would
stop it real quick.
There it goes right there. You read my mind. SF Wisdom, Skip can play the Green Goblin. Correct. There it goes right there.
Skip is the Green Goblin. What are y'all talking about?
That's
Oscorp himself.
That's what's his name?
Oscorp. I forgot the first name.
That's what Flea gets pissed about. That's what all the ball players get pissed about. Don't sit there and act like you not talking to the Hall of Famer who's breaking the game down. No, the fuck you are not on his level. Ever. No. That's when I go take a back seat, start asking questions a little bit. That's what separates us from the Skip Bayless of the world. That is what blew my mind. Hold on. You think you had Shannon Sharp miffed? No. You could never have him miffed. He just thought so highly of himself, and that's why we said, Flea, he believes in his own bullshit. That's why I fucks with him. He's a wrestler, man. He's a wrestler. He said he fought for Shannon Sharp's job. But that right there, boy, right when you said stop, that's what made me go, oh, nah, I got to play this for y'all. I got to play it for y'all. What you think?
Flea, go ahead, get in here, man.
What's up, my brother? I pardon my tardiness.
Yeah, all good.
Appreciate everybody in the chat.
Used to it.
I'm a little under the.
I know you look a little. I see it. Well,
Fabian, you look smooth as hell. To me, he be looking mad cool lately.
I can tell my brother ain't feeling too good. I see it all in his face. Yeah.
He's a nostril like this just now. Like, shut the fuck up, Fabian. We live right now. I'm playing with you.
Shut the fuck up, Fabian. Shut the fuck up, Fabian. Oh, my OG knows me. I'm testy right now. You gonna play with me? Stop playing with me.
He gets miffed at Fabian.
Oh shit, man. All right, I'm here, man. Only thing with this dude, right? I was waiting for him to surface somewhere. Of course, he shows up in front of Dave Portnoy. Go figure. But anyway, like, that dude is a joke, man. That dude is a joke. I listen to him and I have a small admiration for him because he's one of the guys that was actually sitting right there when Magic hit the hook shot going through the lane against Boston in the 87 finals. Like, Skip was there during that Cowboys run. He was there during the last 3 years in the Mike run. So for me, like,
he just said he learned from Don Shula, Tom Landry, and Bill Walsh. This is what he learned from.
I'm talking now. That's further back, right? Like, I'm just like, for a guy that was been there, right? For a guy that's like super, super credible, it kills me that he leaned into the era that he's in. Like, he could be the rogue that's like, nah, I'm gonna stick to the facts. But they know that, like, entertainment sells. You know, Skip gets on the bullshit. Skip had us believing that Tim Tebow was a starting quarterback in the NFL.
He had who believing that?
The world.
Listen, he had the Denver Broncos believing that.
No.
He had us believing in Johnny Manziel.
Like, this, come on.
He sold y'all on that? John Elway had him up out of there.
I'm gonna be honest.
Quickly.
I'm gonna be honest. Just real quick. When Tim Tebow, it was a play in the playoffs. I think he won a playoff game where he threw a screen and the player ran and got a touchdown.
Oh no, that was a playoff game against Pittsburgh.
At that point, he had me sold on Tim Tebow. I'm not gonna even lie, bro. Flea, when your man was getting on one knee with the listen.
Yo, there's another clip where they're asking him, like, yo, you got some of the worst takes in history. And they were saying Johnny Manziel.
That's the clip I saw.
And Skip is just sitting there like, yo, and I said if he didn't have any substance abuse problems, and he kept tap dance, Flea. And then he was talking about, he said Josh Freeman was gonna be better than Cam Newton. They were like, Cam Newton was a fucking Heisman. What are you talking about? He was like, he said Josh Freeman was nice in Texas. They beat Texas State, whatever it was, and he broke it down. I'm like, I didn't even know that, to be honest with you.
Here's the only take that I remember from Skip that I was like, Skip, you might have been right. He said the Clippers should have took Steph Curry 1 instead of Blake Griffin.
He was the only one that said that.
He did say that. Now, I mean, you don't go wrong by taking Blake, right? Blake was great, rookie of the year. He was great. But Steph Curry, y'all, right? It's Steph Curry. Like, what are we talking about? So I don't, I've never seen Skip. I've never seen Skip right. I've never watched him and said, you know what? You're right. I never did that. I
disagree with that. He was right plenty. He was right about LeBron plenty. Y'all just hated to hear it. I don't even know why. He was saying the same thing you did. You just like, you didn't want to hear from him. He was saying a lot of shit right about LeBron. I didn't care what Mark Cuban said. Yo, we had the schemes had him on this ball. No, okay, so what? Y'all schemed out D-Wade too. And what happened? He came through.
Because he hated on LeBron, he was right?
No.
Because he hated on LeBron and propped up Mike, he was right?
No. Forget about Mike. Somehow you brought up.
You can't, because that's what he did.
But that's what
he did.
That's what motivated him to come up with this shit. I understand what you're saying. But for me, I didn't hate LeBron at that time. I didn't hate him at all. I loved LeBron until he kept, what is this? He just happened to be the one that had the balls to say it. He didn't want to go take a layup because he don't want to go to the free throw line. I'm like, oh shit, I never thought of that. That's correct. A lot of guys do that. You know better than me, Flea. So there's certain things that he was right on, but it's like,
if I know better than you, you gonna believe the guy. Copy. Don't tell me you know better than me. Don't say that.
So there's people in basketball that don't want to go take a layup. They don't want to hit the shot. They don't want to take the shot because they don't want to go to the free throw line.
Consciously think I am not going to be aggressive and get to the rim because I suck at the free throw line. That's what you're asking me.
Yes.
I don't believe so. No, I don't believe a guy that's a ball handler. There was some, because there was bigs that usually bigs are not very good at free throw shooters, right? So yes, we understand that bigs will run away from the ball because they don't want to get put on the free throw line. But you're asking me, have I ever seen a guy that could put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, and be confident in himself and scared to do that because he don't want to get sent to the line? That's a myth to me.
Nick Anderson? I'm saying this is real stuff though. Like that's the intangibles that's like, it's funny, but when we get real about it, see, me and you can have this conversation. You wouldn't believe Skip Bayless. Right, that's what I'm saying.
I got you. I feel okay. Let's take Nick Anderson, right? Okay, let's roll with Nick Anderson. Cool. Nick Anderson started struggling after that, though. Like, go look at Nick Anderson's free throw percentage before that, and then look at it after that, right? That was a psychological thing for Nick after a while. I don't know. OG.
I'm closing the comments. Fish is cold.
Yeah, Fish is a maniac. Fish is on fire tonight. Do not play the comments. I'm not
right now. Fish I'm not posting that.
Tonight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Fish is on fire.
She's awful though.
Oh my God, please.
Awful.
Oh boy, take it from here, please. We're not doing.
Now hold on. I'm not gonna lie. She looked just like Skip.
Her sister. His sister. That's his sister.
I thought you wasn't feeling well. You done reeled me in. Lord, that's
his sister.
It's all ball, suckers.
Y'all seen Meryl Streep's crackhead sister? That's her. That's her.
Hey, Fish, this is your fault, Fish. Just being honest with you.
So what if Skip heard this and he was like, why would you guys take it?
I'm blaming it on Fish. I'm just being honest.
Blame Fish.
Right. Fish blaming it all on Fish.
They'll never know what Fish look like. Right. They'll never know.
Right.
They'll never know. Anonymity at his best. They'll never know. Man.
Yo, I think somebody, when Fish was in the comments with Gil, somebody said, yo, get out of here. That's you with the zipped up turtleneck. He said, yo, listen, man, I ain't the only thing don't get zipped up. So I said, what?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. If I'm not mistaken, I might have said, if I'm not mistaken, Fish might work for Mission Impossible. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, man. But Fleet, excuse me, you make some great points, right? And before we finish some more of the video, I'm gonna be honest, man. When you really step back and look at what Skip Bayless has done throughout the years, yo, man, he created a character and that character spawned so many careers, whether we liked it or not. His influence on sports, whether we like it or not, is legendary. And let's be for real, Shannon Sharpe is not doing as good on ESPN as he was with Skip.
What's that mean, OG? Tell me more about it. What's that mean?
I don't like Shannon Sharpe.
From your vantage point.
Shannon Sharpe is not a star on First Take.
Talk about this, Flea. We've been talking about this, Flea.
Co-star.
No. Right, but
AllBall is on. AllBall smoking. I want him to cook right now.
On Undisputed, it was clear Shannon was a superstar.
Was a star, right?
And he started a character and turned into something that we fell in love with. Mm-hmm. The Black Amal, the Unk, his sayings,
the accent. He was, the twang.
And remember, he tells stories about his grandparents, his brother. Mm-hmm. He was memes every day. It was hilarious. Mm-hmm. That was because of Skip. Let's be realistic. And we all might not like Skip personally, right? But when we talk about somebody that has a legendary career, and now people that is in media, y'all both said it. Y'all doing the same thing Skip and them is doing. And so for me, I'm being honest. I'm not gonna say I don't like Skip because I don't know him, right? But I ain't gonna lie, Flea. He knows the game, and I know for a fact what he's done is purposely done, and it's carved out a career going probably 30 plus years. And it's like, yo, man, you gotta commend the dude like that. Like right now, I'd rather watch him than Stephen A. Smith any day. Any day.
I don't believe you. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe you. And no disrespect, OG. I'm not saying it like you lying. You know what I mean?
I'm a liar.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you're right about everything you're saying. Spot on. But for me, Skip knows the blueprint, but does he know the blueprint for himself now? Like, he know the blueprint on how to prop up Stephen A. He knew the blueprint on how to raise Shannon Sharpe's cachet in the media world. But what about yourself? Because right now, you dormant. Right now, you can't latch your wagon on to another, call it what you want, another black potential superstar, and y'all go at it for 2 hours on live TV. He can't do it. He duplicated it twice. What is he doing now? Do you make enough money where he could just chill? I could just chill now? How would we listen to Skip Bayless right now? His podcast garbage. I would never sit there and listen to him.
I didn't even know he had one.
That's what I'm saying. I would never sit there and listen to him rehash stories from even though I'm sure they're great. But that's not for me with him. Right. But what's the next play? Right? You had a couple plays in the last 15 years that hit. First Take hit. Undisputed hit.
Yeah. Great point.
What's the next play?
I didn't expect them to be on Barstool though. It was surprising, not shocking to you saying that it is Barstool to that the trash is they like the white trash of the Ringer. So they are. The Ringer is supposed to be some classy Boston dudes, and Barstool is the Ringer. It's supposed to be the classy Boston dudes.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the Barstool.
Right, and Portnoy's supposed to be the
I don't like opposite. That dude. Can you tell? I don't like him.
Yeah, he's showing his ass too much, but I think to your point, Flea, and AllBall, Skip needs this. He needs a forum. He needs somebody to go back and forth with. If not, that shit is boring. We know how tough it is to be on camera by yourself. So that talent that Shannon has, he's done it, but even he needs other people to bounce off of. Now that we think about it, and Skip provided, like I always say, he was the villain, so it's easy to look good in front of him. Shannon was the good guy in front of him because that guy's so bad, nobody's gonna like him. He could just be Unk. Now Unk is kind of showing wait a minute, dog, why are you so sensitive for? And it brings me back to you saying what Skip's next trick. All Shannon Sharp's trips have all been like trashy viral moments. Say what we want about Cat Williams, he rode that wave to the zesty wave. Then he was with the remember what there wasn't no porn tape when he was on FS1.
But you
Where that come
how
from?
But you see how microwave we are in our society, right? All of this is happening this year. You talking like that shit happened 2 years ago, like
right? But what I'm saying is we were talking about his talent before this year. All we talking about now is trash. This ain't nothing. That's not his talent. Shannon Sharp is I keep talking when he breaks down football and he's doing it like he was yelling at Dan Orlovsky over there. I'm just like, what's all that about?
Trying to keep your relationships because you don't want to tell the truth about Aaron Rodgers. I saw it. Yeah.
Only reason why he did that was because Cam and everybody saying you ain't put your glasses back on. What happened then? Now you want to yell at the white man on TV and not have people say, "Oh, I don't just yell at black people, bro." You ain't low, man. Like I'm getting more disappointed than Shannon. Skip Bayless has stuck to his guns, even when they brought up his bad takes. He's like, "Yeah, I meant it, and I still mean it." Okay, okay. Like the way he's talking about Shannon Sharp, like he lied about that though, Fleet. I didn't disrespect him. I didn't really go at him like that. Like, yeah, you did. You were intentional about getting under his skin to argue, and it got heated. You can't, I still think Shannon was way too insecure about that, way too defensive. You knew what you signed up for. But at the end of the day, for him to say that I miffed Shannon Sharp was crazy to me. Like, about football? Nah. You ain't miffing nobody, bro. That's the point I was just saying. You want to keep going? Oh, yeah.
I just want to see like maybe 30 more seconds.
All right.
Go that deep with him about football when I didn't play football.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this from day one. My experience debating pro football or basketball players is the greater they were at playing, sometimes the less they actually can explain about why that or that or that happened. Because not that they didn't work hard, but it came so naturally to them that they can't see or feel exactly why it works. See Michael Jordan as the team builder in Charlotte, who was the biggest disaster of a general manager in the history of sports. The greatest performer and player in the history of sports was the worst team builder in the history of sports for those many years in Charlotte, because he couldn't see why can he play and he can't, because he was too supremely gifted at what he did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fabian,
so
you could stop it.
We would clash occasionally on.
I mean, that's one example of a guy, but there's plenty. In my opinion, there's plenty of examples on. If we just talking basketball, great basketball players that were great coaches, great GMs. It's plenty. Jerry West, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas. That's it. We could stop right there. Like, we ain't got to go forward right there. It's not debatable, Fabian. Who are you about to debate?
That's
Isaiah
debatable,
Thomas?
Magic Johnson was not a good coach. I don't know.
I said three guys.
Right. Larry Bird had a 3-year run. Isaiah Thomas was a horrible coach. Yeah, but it was still 2-3 years. If he was a basketball, just like Bill Walton, he had 2 years in his career.
I see why Dom says that to you. It is very hard to win in the NBA. It's not easy to make it to the last round of the NBA season. It's not easy. So just because it was 2 or 3 years, he did that in 2 or 3 years. So yes, he was great.
But we can't compare that to the other greats that never wanted to coach, that can't coach, because they're going through the same thing he's saying about Michael Jordan. That shit to me is a fact. We're talking about the legends, Shaq and all of them. Name our top 10 guys. They're not general managers. You got Willis Reed was a general manager. Was he?
He went with Michael Jordan.
Right. But all his point was that usually the great people, it's hard for them to coach. It's hard for them to explain the game.
That's true, but that's always been said. Debunked is what I'm saying. That could be debunked is what I'm saying.
So if it's debatable, it's not a fact is what I'm saying. It's debatable, whatever it is. It's not like you can go with either side conclusive right now from what you're saying right now.
Okay.
And for him to say that with his experience, everybody he taught, all the coaches he brought up. My problem is to compare that to Shannon Sharp is a mistake. That's the mistake to me, because Shannon Sharp does not sound like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's not sitting here breaking the game down, debating with you. Shannon Sharp is breaking that game down. When it comes to football, he's talking about just the jargon he's breaking down the jargon and what it means, what play to run. What are you talking about? Tony Romo's out there going bananas.
So hold on, let me ask you a question. Okay, you see him in that arena, OG, where he drafted Kwame Brown. He wasn't great at drafting. He hasn't been great as an owner, great as a GM, president, all of that, right? We've never seen him in that arena. You don't think Michael Jordan could talk basketball?
No. That's a different story.
That's what he's talking about.
I think every time y'all jump off, it somehow like it touches, it changes everything. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Flea.
No, but that's what he was talking about. Most guys can't see past their nose. Most of the greats can't see past their nose. I'm saying, okay, I can understand that. I named a couple of guys that I feel like were great off the court. You know, they were great on the court. They stepped off the court, and they were still great at different jobs pertaining to basketball. I'm asking OG, do we think in a debate forum like this, in a First Take Undisputed style platform, could Michael Jordan do that and be good at it?
I think it'd be amazing.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Only reason why I don't think so, it's almost like Tom Brady right now. It's like, yeah. You gotta remember, man. Some guys, don't have a sense of humor. Some guys are just not entertaining. And I think, I don't care how good you sound. Prime example, man. Some people say LeBron is one of the smartest basketball players that ever, graced the floor. And this is no trolling, no knock on him, but I don't like to hear him talk. Just being honest. So for me, I don't think Jordan would be great, Flea, at this at all. That's just my opinion. And we get the prime example with Tom Brady. Listen, it's difficult to watch him talk about the game because those guys are so legendary and have so much that I'm being honest. I don't think no, Flea. I don't think he would be good. No.
I think that's as big. We talked about it before, Flea. That's like a lottery, a different kind of lottery. Like now you got to be great. You already got to be great at the game, but to be great at talking sports, we have so many people, Dick Enberg, all these a bunch of legends, Marv Albert. There's so many legends at that. It's like that's a different realm to have a voice. That's why I give you an all-ball props all the time. I'm like, damn, I could sit there and listen to you all day. That's a gift, but that's different than your basketball gift or your sport gift. And I'm not disputing whether I think if Michael Jordan had a cup of whiskey in his hand, he'd probably be ill on the air.
But that would have to be the forum.
Right.
Like anytime you sit
at Club Shay Shay would be crazy. If
right.
Michael sit with Club Shay Shay.
Go ahead. OG about to say something. Go ahead, OG.
No, just real quick. The reason why Mike and them is not watching the games today. You gotta really think about that. Them dudes, listen. Them dudes not watching the game today.
But you can say, I don't know to say that about Michael Jordan. I don't, because we don't hear from him. That's tough. We know what Barkley's saying. We know what Shaq is saying. We know you're not watching the game, bro. There's no way. But Jordan don't talk, so it's hard to really give him that conclusion.
And I think that's what I'm leaning towards. It's like there's never been an example for me to like really go off of to gauge if I feel like might be okay. Like he's never done that guest appearance calling games. You never see him. I'm talking about for the last 21 years, 20 plus years since he's been out the league. And then before that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, if he was open to that, that would be cool. But that would break the internet.
But again, that's not what he said either. Skip Bayless was talking about he couldn't be the owner, general manager. And I think that's not just communicating. That's understanding who's nice like that, being a talent scout, being a coach. Because I'm always saying, I think JJ Redick's going to be great. To me, I can't see how he's not going to be great. But that's because I've been watching this podcast. I'm like, all right, if you could do that with the media, with the team, with the players, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
But see, ESPN and these talent evaluators that are trying to pull new talent on TV, they're trash too. Because they don't understand that everything doesn't translate. Like Bob Myers, for example, he's a great GM. He helped build that Golden State dynasty. He sucks on TV, talking the game of basketball. He probably knows it very well. He clearly knows it, but he sucks at talking it. I watched Victor Oladipo today. Struggled. Love Victor.
Terrible.
But to me, he struggles. He struggled. You know the ones that are natural at conveying the game. Do I think Victor doesn't know the game? no, I think he's probably a brilliant mind in terms of the basketball, but being able to convey it to an audience, being able to tell my daughter, Jules, look, your son, OG, to where they can understand. It's not it. That shit ain't easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't easy. So I don't know if Michael Jordan, you're right. I don't know if Michael Jordan could do that. That's not very easy.
And he, in my opinion, he doesn't care to do it. Like, I mean, that's no knock. Like everybody know for me, that's my goal. But I just think certain players, they listen, man. Dudes are so busy, and as much as they may love the game, they may not like what the game is today. Dudes ain't watching the game, bro. Mike is not sitting how we sitting and watching these games. He not. I listen. I got probably 99.9%. Dudes ain't watching the game. So for me, I just think guys like Skip Bayless. I'm gonna finish mine with because I know we got a couple more topics. I just think the media, the sports world, we need to stop acting like we don't need guys like Skip Bayless, whether we like him or not. And that, for me, that's the thing we all need to get over. Without guys like Skip Bayless, certain stories won't get broke, certain entertainment value won't be there. You may not know how good Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp would have become without certain guys. Just like we need guys like Stephen A. Smith as well. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just feel like, that part of the game, the players in all sports need to stop acting like they don't need those guys. Simple and plain. LeBron, KD, certain guys that, may have a gripe with Skip Bayless. Remember, you ain't got to like them. You ain't got to talk to them. You ain't got to deal with them. But stop acting like the sport doesn't need analysts like that. Because that's what drives the game. Simple and plain. Y'all don't want nobody reporting, so y'all just want players to report the game. How? Y'all too busy.
It don't work. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. It
But
doesn't.
also, remember, Fleet, and I'm gonna let you go. No one has more passion than a person that can't play the game at that level. Nobody got more passion than me for basketball. You know why? Because God damn it, I wasn't good enough to make it. I ain't 6'8". I ain't this. Bruh, you need people like Skip Bayless and us to make this thing work. Because once again, if there's no fans in the stadium, if there's no one writing or talking, how's anybody going to know you're great? So for me, let's stop acting good.
No, I just want to say this, please, somebody, because I'm going to do it myself. But if somebody could do it right now, clip up everything OG just said in the last 2 to 3 minutes. That's gold right there. That's gold. That needs to go viral. That needs to be seen on everybody's timeline. People need to hear that. Like, I just wanted to say that, OG. Go ahead, Fabian.
Appreciate it always.
Yes, of course.
What do I always say about, like, it? I end up arguing about a player or a person, and then I think I hate them, but it's really their fans that I am disgusted with because they're just standing it out. The era of Michael Jordan, you think I criticize LeBron now, these players? I used to criticize Mike too. Like, he ain't perfect. He misses plays too. He went 10 for 30 that game. What are you talking about? It took him 30 shots. But his fans and really the media back then was one-sided because he would blackball your ass. So there was no Skip Bayless and Michael Jordan. They were all like dummy down. They were banned out the game. So now we're in a new era. So I can appreciate this. Is it exaggerated? Of course. But LeBron is just experiencing that era. Like you said, AllBall, how can I be mad at that? How can I be mad? So who's gonna ask the tough question? Don't go with Jim Gray on us. Jim Gray went bananas on God Bless the Dead, Pete Rose. That was crazy. Yeah. Bro, they went to the court. Yeah. Bro, after they were on the field during the World Series, and the Yankees was like, yo, we ain't, yo, listen, man, we out of here. We all agree that we ain't gonna talk to you after the game, bro. We did Pete Rose dirty. We ain't messing with you. That was a call from the boss. You know that.
Tyson was about to kill his ass in the ring.
Yeah,
Tyson
couple people got
his ass.
So and Peter Vesey told the line too. So there was a couple of Skip Baylesses back in the day that were that were live, and they were live and direct with the dudes though. So I think that's what a lot of people's gripe is with Skip. Or you just sitting there safe and sound all day long. But it's like, what do you want him to do now? And that's how we started this, Flea. Now Kwame Brown's talking about Bronny. It's like, bro, you out of all people should not be talking. You sound like a hypocrite. He's just criticizing Bronny all day long. The same thing we say. He's garbage. That Bronny's garbage, right? And but the way he's doing it is like,
I didn't say that. Y'all said that.
Okay, so everybody but Flea is saying that Bronny's garbage, but we're saying it, right? But this guy spent a whole career getting. He didn't like Stephen A. Smith calling him out for years, right? He just exploded on YouTube because he wanted to fight Stephen A. Smith and Matt Barnes over all these comments for all these years. But now you're gonna treat Bronny the same way? Okay, so then you the new Skip, you the new Stephen A. Smith. It's people are so crazy, man. We're nuts. We just nuts, man.
Just lean into the fact that you a part of the circus now, Kwame. You can't like.
What do you call it? Get along.
But fellas, my thing is, before we was born, and way after we're not here and our kids, grand, like this is what sports is, and I just need all athletes, to understand that when you passionate and love something, this is what it is. We've been talking about sports our whole life. Like I said, I've watched the older guys when I was little, and I'm pretty sure y'all argue about sports. Ain't none of us make it. So, I just want, a lot of the professionals to, it's okay to dislike somebody, but let's stop acting like, sports doesn't need that. You need commentating. You need guys to break news. You need guys to ask tough questions. You need guys that's renegade and rogues. Because like we say, how good is an interview if the tough question isn't going to be asked? Like, we can't keep having everything being buddy-buddy. There's no camaraderie. There's no competition. That's sports. If there's no yelling, no cursing, no crying, no disrespect, no competition, that is sports. And who talks the most shit about sports? The guys that didn't make it and couldn't play. It's been like that forever. So all the athletes, stop acting like this is new. That's my whole thing. Stop acting like we've never seen a Skip Bayless before. You know how many Skip Baylesses is in the world?
Yeah, OG, and I agree with you. It's just only to a different level now because we can hear him. Right. At one point, columnists and reporters, you only heard from them through print, right? In the paper. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't get a chance to see them tweet anytime they want. You didn't see them get a chance to pop Instagram on and play a 3-minute video and give their point of view. You didn't have these prominent shows that you can go, these platforms that you could go on now and give your opinion. Right, like when you talk about general sports columnists, like they used to talk about those guys, they had a license to talk and critique the game. There was only a certain amount of those guys in the world now. Now, you could coin yourself a general columnist. People are calling themselves journalists, and ain't did a damn thing to earn a journalism degree or journalism credit. Not a damn
Nori's calling himself a journalist.
I call myself a fucking journalist sometimes. I ain't did shit. You feel what I'm saying? So like, you feel me, OG? Like,
I'm just because everybody's running with that word now. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
nigga be like, yeah, I'm in sports media. Nigga, I'm just got no access to nothing. Get out.
You feel me? Right? So it's all these self-proclaimed shit that we say.
Yeah.
That, like, for lack of better terms, it gives us our own clout, right? Because we don't need anybody to go and give it to us because, you know what I'm saying? Us three have, infused each other with confidence, right? Every time we come up here, we are confident to speak to one another about whatever we're talking about, whether we agree or disagree. All three of us respect each other, and we're gonna kick it. But we ain't did a damn thing to coin ourselves that. But it is what it is. This is the evolution of it. Now we don't have to go to get a communications degree and spend time in school and write columns and be a beat writer and do all this and pound the pavement. You ain't gotta do that shit no more. I could get 200. I could get 240 people to come in the room right now, listen to me talk with my brothers, and validate if okay, do I fuck with Flea or I don't really fuck with Flea, right? This is where we at now. It is what it is.
That's why I say JJ Redick changed the game. Nobody's done it before. He did the exact same path you talking about, and he went and got a Lakers job doing that. That's crazy to me. No degree in coaching, none of that. I coach 5-year-olds, and I talk about tape on YouTube. That was amazing. That's if he is a bust as a coach.
Wait, hold on, Fabian, because the sporting page is right. I don't want to feel like we thumping our chest like we don't appreciate the grind, right? Like he's right. We appreciate the grind because it wasn't like that at one point. But just my point is what I'm saying is that when we do get here, the people that continue to support us and we supporting each other, it infuses confidence in us to continue to keep doing it without having to go do some other shit to get validated. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Fabian. My bad.
Well, but that's the world we live in. Like I said before, if y'all keep talking about Mark Jackson, whoever brings him up, Mark Jackson has a show. I would love to hear Mark Jackson break down basketball. Are you kidding me? Hand down, man down? Nah. JJ Redick couldn't fuck with Mark Jackson on a mic. Not happening. New Yorker, he got it. So let's hear that shit break down the game, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, people gonna be like, yo, how come Mark don't have a coaching job? That's what I'm. So now JJ. So when I say he changed the game sporting page, that's what I'm talking about. This is a new avenue. It wasn't there before. JJ paved the new way. It's never been done before. I haven't seen it unless it's something you don't know about. And I'm saying Mark Jackson in particular because he's the total opposite. Yeah, sport. But listen, I'm not even getting into that. But before I switch topics, Larry Merchant is the GOAT Q Borough brother. Larry Merchant, after a boxing match, was must-see TV. When he told Floyd, I'll fuck you up if I was 40 years.
If you wasn't such and such, I'll whoop your ass. That's all right, Larry.
And we need to stop acting like us as fans of the sport that doesn't entertain us and makes us laugh. Yeah, and that's just my whole thing with, sports media. Stop taking it so personal. Like I said, I've had arguments with guys that I know would whip my ass. That was a boxer. I've had arguments with guys that was 6'5", that if we played basketball one-on-one, I wouldn't score.
They thump you.
But you know how they look at it? This is what sports is.
Right.
You can't tell me I can't be passionate about something and can't love something more than you because you play at a higher clip than me. No. Right. And that's the part I don't like about guys that play the game. They make it seem like because you didn't play or you didn't play at a certain level that I can't be on your level. And to me, that's where Skip Bayless gets a lot of people aggravated because he's willing to jump out on a ledge and say, I ain't play at that level, but IQ-wise and sports-wise, I think I match your level. Now, whether he's right or wrong, that's on them. But I'm just glad that there's somebody that's not afraid to say that. To say, I don't care I didn't play, but I think I'm just as smart as you. Now, do we believe that's true? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I love to see Skip crash and burn. Fabian, how many times I said it?
You've been saying it for long.
Yeah. Right. But at the end of the day, we cannot downplay and discredit what these guys have done in sports media for the past how many years? We've been doing this, what, a year or two? This shit is difficult. These guys have been doing this at a high clip for 20, 30 plus years. So, for me, I understand it a little bit and I get it. And you always need bad guys. You always need guys that's going to entertain because once again, how many athletes have their own platforms and them shits is terrible?
That's not easy.
Like for real. So if we only want the guys that played that level to just talk and we all don't say nothing and just listen to them, Lord have mercy. God help us.
Sporting page. Let me see how I toe the line because I don't want to get in trouble with my host and super.
Stop reading the comments.
No, let me say this the right way. So
he's engaging. He's not combating. I could tell. I could tell. He loves scoring page.
Let me say this the right way, OG, because Fabian will get me out of here.
I could just delete it. It ain't getting me.
No.
Let me bookmark it. Boop.
Mark Jackson is black and loves God. There are plenty of other coaches in the league that are black and love God. If we're going to tell the real reason why Mark Jackson doesn't have a job, let's tell the real reason why. Let's just be honest. That I'm going to leave it there. Let's move on.
We talked about it before.
Yes,
I'll put it in the description.
I love you, the sporting page, but if we're going to be honest about some shit, let's be honest about some shit.
And we didn't get flagged, so I think we handled it safe.
Okay, cool.
Hand down, man.
No. Why would you say that? That was crazy. Oh, he doesn't realize.
I can't call it a legend.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
I can't call it a legend.
Nah. I had to walk off. I had to take a lap real fast. This nigga OG is the timing was great. I love you, OG. That was the timing. Yo.
Big shout out Mark Jackson, man.
Big shout out Mark Jackson.
New York City.
Big Queens.
Come on, man.
Yo, that was crazy. But you did talk about people who are great and did play at that level. And this guy right here, man, Flea, like AllBall said, we didn't play ball on that level. But if there's an avatar that we currently have in the NBA right now, it got to be Ant-Man.
Come on, man.
If I was nice, I'll be talking crazy. He called out Kyrie Irving, got his ass bust. He was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. and now
he balking in KD face in the playoffs first round.
His idol.
Yeah.
This is him. This is AllBall introducing the topic. Ja Morant versus Ant-Man.
We should got AllBall here. Y'all know my motto. They scared, but I'm not. So here we go. The NBA is back, baby. And in less than 2 weeks, the season starts. And Ant-Man is talking crazy once again. This is what he had to say about Ja Morant. Quote, as far as one-on-one, yeah, I could probably cook him. Let me ask y'all, who's better, Ja Morant or Anthony Edwards? My opinion, don't worry about my opinion. Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm going to ask y'all once again, if you was the GM and you had the #1 pick and these two players was available, who were you taking, Ant-Man or Ja Morant? I'm going to tell y'all this. Ant-Man been talking crazy. This season, we going to see who's the better basketball player. Share, like, comment, subscribe. AllBall, sucker. Yo, what you got?
Yeah, man. I'm looking for the direct quote that he made. Ant-Man, Ja Morant.
While you looking for that, let me say something real quick, man. I love what Ant-Man represents. Love his game, right? But he just recently said he regrets talking ish to Kyrie Irving. I think you're going to regret this one too. My opinion, Ant-Man is starting to get a little bit beside himself. Great player. But is Ant-Man really top 10 in the NBA right now? We understand you were just in the conference finals. I give you that. But he just talked a little smack about Tatum as well. Yo, I locked him up and, talking reckless. I don't think Ant-Man is top 10 right now. I think, we starting to fall in love with, his character. And like y'all said, great player. I would talk mess too. But when we really think about it, I don't think he's a better basketball player than Ja Morant.
Why?
I think Ja Morant is more exciting, more electrifying.
That you just gave me a bunch of adjectives. Tell me why he's better basketball.
He's the Rock. He's the Rock.
Tell me why he's a better basketball player.
All right. Better ball handler. I think he's a better leader. And I just think he's a better overall basketball player. I think where Ja Morant was heading before, whatever situations happened with him, Ja Morant was on his way to being the best basketball player in the NBA, or at least top 5. Right now, I can run off 10 players that's better than Ant-Man. At this point, I don't know if Ant-Man is better than Donovan Mitchell. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to keep sitting here because Ant-Man was in the conference finals. I'm going to put him top 3, top 5. Because Kyrie Irving was just in the NBA finals. I guarantee you nobody has Kyrie in their top 5 or top 10. So miss me with, Ant-Man. All right, cool. I think Ant-Man needs to be a little bit humble because even though USA, we brought home the goal in pivotal moments in the game, Ant-Man couldn't stay on the floor. When it was crunch time, Ant-Man ass was on the bench. I think Ant-Man need to tread lightly. I think Ja Morant, I think him and Ja is a great comparison because I said this a couple lives ago. I think Ant-Man is in Ja Morant's spot. Ja Morant had a 2-year setback with some problems off the court and, of course, some injuries on the court. And I think if Ja Morant didn't have those little hiccups, we wouldn't be preaching Ant-Man right now. This will be the Ja Morant era right now. So I think Ant-Man need to be a little careful because, listen, when Minnesota plays Memphis, I think Ja Morant going to give them the business. Flea, I would love to ask you. Because, God, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fabian.
No, before Flea goes and before you ask him the question, this is the full quote from Anthony Edwards. They asked him, so what do you think about Ja Morant? Would you like to play him one-on-one, or do you feel like he's one of the guys you're going to have to battle in the next 10 years? Oh, yeah, he'll be back this year. A lot of people, I ain't going to say they forgot about him, but he went under wraps for a few months because he hasn't been playing, Edwards replied. But as far as a one-on-one, yeah, I can probably cook him. That's my dog, though, but one-on-one? So he's talking cash shit.
He's talking about one-on-one, 3 dribbles in the offseason at a Rico Hines pickup game in LA. He's not talking about he ain't talking about conference finals, Memphis versus Minnesota, all the marbles to get to the NBA finals. Anthony Edwards, and I'm gonna get to because I agree with OG. It seems to be there's a cycle with some of these young players that they ascend, and as they're ascending, the bullshit and the obstacles get in the way, and they don't know how to guide themselves through it, right? And Ant-Man is right there. He's got 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 different women. Certain shit is about to start biting him in his head. Life is about to humble him in a major way, right? Let me get to him as a basketball player first. I just think Anthony Edwards is like we say, a two-way player. I think he does everything on the defensive end that you would want your 2 guard, your off guard, the guy that's off the ball to do. I think he does everything well. He's a better shooter. I think he's a guy that of course you have to game plan for Ja Morant, but this kid plays with a level of confidence that I don't see many guys play with, right? We're talking mess to Kyrie Irving. Don't do that, right? On a normal tip, like, don't do that. He's too smart to even understand, like, that I'm not supposed to do that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, he don't even know no better. It's just like, who, him? Nah, he's food. But that could only take you but so far, the fact that he is great at playing basketball. Because for me right now, I think he's a better ball player than Ja Morant. But I'm watching, and I think I've told you, I'm watching this thing Starting 5 on Netflix. And I'm watching from a different vantage point with certain things. Like, it's a farewell kind of thing with LeBron. It's a real introduction to a side of Sabonis that we don't know. It's a side of Jason Tatum that you're like, oh shit, we learning about him. And then there's a side of Ant-Man that they're showing right now that is concerning me, right? He got a lot of niggas around. Excuse my French, y'all, but he got a lot of niggas around. And I said this to Fabian off mic yesterday. He got a lot of niggas around. And y'all know what I mean by that. His uncle is management. His cousin and friend is running the books. his man is his driver. Like, he got too many niggas around. You need get some structure, baby, because at the same time, they're not teaching you. They're not helping you understand. Yo, I was talk offline. I'm gonna tell y'all. I talk to OG about women all the time, because I'm gonna holler at him just because he's been around a little longer. Same thing with Fabian. Yo, what y'all think? Because you know, I'm gonna holler at y'all because y'all just been around a little longer. Y'all got some wisdom. I don't see enough dudes around him that got wisdom. And if he doesn't be careful, he will get a setback like Ja Morant. Something will sit him down, right? That 3 and 4 and 5 different kids from 3 and 4 and 5 different baby mamas, that shit starts to mess with you. So now, are you good mentally off the court? Stay out of the domestic violence shit. God forbid, y'all understand what I'm saying? But I'm talking truth right now. I'm not, you know, projecting on anybody. I'm talking the truth. These young niggas don't seek the type of guidance that they need, and then they start crashing out, all because they didn't have proper dick management. Like, it's a lot be going on that it just don't make no sense. And so that's why I mean, like, you gotta have, you can't have a bunch of niggas around. And I think that may be part of Son's downfall. It ain't gonna be his game. It's gonna be because he don't got the right guys around him. So I'm off my soapbox. I like Anthony Edwards over Ja Morant right now. I would love to hear what Fabian got to say.
Damn. I definitely understand what you're saying, because there's a fine line with being confident, having that much charisma. We were all been young and just been feeling ourselves, but we ain't have 200 million. I don't know what the hell that shit feels like. I would think I'm kind of cool. I can only imagine the cameras in front of me, and now I'm even a bigger star than what I thought I was. I'm actually the star that I think I am. Okay. I don't know what I will do. Ant-Man's a legit star. Every time he's hilarious. I love that he talks shit like this about Ja Morant. I'll bust your ass. He talks shit to the crowd. He really is he is a wrestler. He reminds me of the Attitude Era. That's what he did, the Attitude Era shit. We told the whole crowd to suck it. He's living out like what we think we would do on the court. Like AllBall said, we talk mad shit because we ain't nice. But he is, and it's like we would think we act like that. And I think you have just a fair warning for him, saying like, yo, bro, you teetering. Like, I know that shit is, but you go too far, you'll learn the hard way. Like, there's a bunch. Ja Morant just went through that. Bro, you thought you were untouchable.
I don't want to see T Morant at all this year. Go away. I don't want to see you at all this year. Your son was crashing out in front of you. I don't want to see you at all this year. With the shades and on the sidelines, drinking liquor. I don't want to see you, dog.
The more you were talking, it was reminding me of Ja Morant. But at some point, even whether T Morant is there or not, Ja Morant, I haven't heard a peep from him. You understand what I'm saying? He's in the preseason. He twisted his ankle. He's trying to come back. Memphis, we say they're a sleeper team out west. What I love the most is I haven't heard one word about Ja Morant for 6 months.
Just to correct y'all two say they're a sleeper team in the West. I don't agree with that.
Correct. But I like the fact that they're working in behind the scenes, and Ja Morant looks like he's back in shape. He don't look like he missed a beat to me. But the best thing is, bro, you could still be you. You don't have to be in front of the camera, bro. You just don't. Ant-Man's gonna find out, like, you know, he's closest. Is he the closest thing to Charles Barkley?
Who Ant-Man?
Yeah, in terms of just being like brash like that. I don't remember anybody talking shit about.
I understand what you're asking.
When was the last player that did this? Wasn't nice like that. Dylan Brooks was talking wild shit like this, and we're like, this is hilarious because you're not really like that. Ant-Man is talking wild shit, and he's nice, and he's nice. I don't remember who's.
I get what you're saying when I get what you're saying, because Barkley wasn't afraid to say, too, like, I'm the best player in the NBA, even when Michael Jordan was there. So I get what you're saying. Right? Yeah. So I get what you're saying. Like I said, I love what Ant-Man represents, right? I'm just saying, you know, sometimes you bark up the wrong tree, and I think Ja Morant is the wrong tree. I'm saying solely on the basketball court. Like I said, man, that young man, if it wasn't due to what was going on right now, how we talk about Ant-Man and, you know, I think it'll be Ja Morant. And I think coming up, listen, I want to see this smoke and Flea. I'm going to be honest. Roll a ball out, 3 dribbles. I'm taking Ja Morant over
Ja. I ain't mad at you. I'm taking Ant, but I get it. It ain't. Listen, I don't think you could go wrong in a one-on-one like that. One-on-one, 7 games. Who wins 4 games out of 7?
I'm taking Ja.
You going Ja? All right.
Yeah, I'm taking Ja. I'm taking Ja. Yeah. Okay. Listen, because to me, he has that type of game. And I just think, you know, we're going to see this season. Like I said, I'm not high on Memphis, but I'm high on Ja Morant. I think this season, you know, bar injuries, hopefully he can stay healthy. I hope everybody stays healthy. I think Ja Morant is going to show and prove that, this is me. I understand how great Ant-Man and SGA is, but hold on. I'm part of that. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, people tend to forget about Ja Morant. Like I said, the ascendant of Luka. And then, like I said, SGA right now is easily top 3 best players in the NBA if we going by numbers and just, you know, what he represents. So, listen, I think, you know, I love what Ant-Man does. I think more of it needs to happen, but it's okay for us to talk about it and say, hold up now. Ja Morant ain't no, like you said, we ain't talking about Dillon Brooks, and I like Dillon Brooks, but this is a whole different animal, a whole different beast, and you already barked up a Kyrie Irving tree that you kind of regret. I think Ja Morant is sitting in the cut going, what? You'll cook me one-on-one? I think that calendar, you know, when you check off, oh, yeah, we played Minnesota.
Somebody put the date in the comments. I think it's like in January or something like that. Somebody put the date.
And then you know, remember, I know if I'm cool with Ja, you already know what we saying. Yo, you heard what Ant-Man said? You already know I give him 40. Mm-hmm. So I think, you know, what Ant-Man does for the game, like I said, I love it. You know, just sometimes it's like, because like I said, for me, and I could be wrong, he's definitely ascending and on the right trajectory. But it's debatable that Ant-Man is a top 10 player in the NBA because we could run off 6 or 7 right now where it's no debate.
And Ja got the same flair and arrogance. That's the part that I love about this the most. Yes, Robert Paulson, didn't Ja say he would cook Michael Jordan? I remember.
And I flamed him for that.
Right. But I would love, imagine if Ja said, I already said I could bust Michael Jordan's ass about Ant-Man. Like, that would be fly. Where's the theatrics? There's no theater to this. Like, they're not having fun. There's no way y'all talk like this in the locker room. Ant-Man talks like he talks in the locker room. That's my thing. That's what we always say, Flea. Stop fronting, man. That's what I like about this. But who will win on a one-on-one?
I just asked OG for 7 games on one-on-one. Who wins 4 out of 7?
Ant-Man.
I said that. OG said he got Ja.
I
thought I would love to. I would sit back and watch that. Right. Like,
hell yeah.
I would sit back and watch that.
How is that not a one-on-one at the All-Star game? Like,
I mean, the All-Star game really, that Saturday night thing, like, if we not, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm sure we could have that around the All-Star game. But a one-on-one, 3 dribbles, like, that's something that they could put together in the All-Star game. I would be glued if I could watch Ant-Man against Ja. If I could watch, I don't know, KD versus Jason Tatum, right? If I could watch that 3 dribbles, that would be kind of fly. I don't know.
Yo, Grove Money, tell your mom get dinner ready, all right?
Yeah!
Stop playing with us, man. We see the comments. You want to get my attention? What's up? Tell your mom is the dinner ready. That's all.
Knife and fork, cut me dumpling.
Yo, they should make that because they would kick off a whole new thing. Remember, Kareem and Dr. J played one-on-one in like 1992.
That shit was terrible.
OG, thank you. I thought you were about to front, OG. That shit was terrible.
What happened to the Shaq?
That was.
Remember the Shaq versus Hakeem Olajuwon?
It never happened.
Supposed to happen. It never happened.
That was supposed to be on pay-per-view. I remember that.
I remember that.
I remember that.
That was 90.
I was young. I was super young, but I remember
93.
That. Okay,
Yeah, I
93.
remember that.
Fifth
I
grade.
remember that.
I do.
I remember that.
But it was, oh boy, I got Josh. Josh too big for that kid. I mean, Ant-Man. Ant-Man too big for that kid.
Let me tell you
And
something. I've seen plenty of one-on-ones pause where, like I said, you know, I just think Ja Morant has the game for one-on-one. And I think Ant-Man does too. I just think, you know, it'll be a goodie, man. Like I said, I can't wait. Now, this is what Ant-Man does that I like. Now, it makes me look forward to when Memphis plays Minnesota. And we need more of that. And it just goes back to guys like Skip Bayless, to where they either downplay or preach a player so much that it puts a target on them to where, okay, you want to watch now. So I think what Ant-Man does, like with the Kyrie Irving thing, now everybody tuned in. Let's see what Kyrie gonna do. Now I can't wait to see Memphis versus Minnesota. So I love what Ant-Man is doing. I'm just saying, you know.
But look what you just said. Remember when Kyrie was talking wild shit to Kobe? I'll bust your ass one-on-one. What happened the next game? Kobe shut his ass down.
Nothing with Bean.
Yo,
nothing.
Look, here comes the Kobe. The Kobe
dance, and I'm punching that shit, and we going the other way.
Yeah.
And I dare you to try to guard me.
That should be. That's the thing that the NBA has not done yet. Even a 3-on-3 or whatever, this would be better than 3-on-3 for me. And they got to take it serious. 7 points, whatever. You got to go 7 points because you want to give $1 million for the winner to your best, whatever however you call that.
Because Fabian, OG, let's keep it a buck. Right now, if they created an award where you're the best one-on-one player in the game because you won the one-on-one competition in the All-Star game, these young niggas would want that. I don't care what nobody says. They would sign up for that and say, "Can I get that? I could win that crown."
You have to implement that, and you have to start implementing in the dunking contest some of the guys that's on YouTube. Some of the dunks I see on YouTube, I be thinking it's fake. Them shits is so crazy. These are things that, listen, you gotta start. If you want things to get back to how it's supposed to be, because All-Star is supposed to be entertaining. It don't supposed to be boring.
I feel you with that. I got a certain feeling about that dunk contest thing. Like our era, the stars did it.
Fleet, no disrespect, but social media runs everything. Some of these YouTube guys have big followings, bro. I'm only saying that if the stars in the NBA don't want to do it, I'm fine with that. Listen, if y'all don't want to do it, cool.
I'm not okay with that. That's my thing, but I got you.
Right. I get it. But I'm saying worst case, if that's what it is, just imagine every year we're getting C-level guys in the dunking contest. I'd rather see guys that have millions of followers, that my kids, y'all, that people really know, that I'm seeing doing. I seen a guy throw it behind his back and catch it. Like, bro, the dunks is amazing. I'm saying if I'm gonna be entertained, let me really be entertaining. I don't want to, like with Jaylen Brown and them getting a dunking contest. It's like, come on, bro, y'all wasting our time. So I'm just saying that the one-on-one, there's things that can be done that can fix All-Star Weekend. But yeah, I would love that. I would love that one-on-one, especially with two players that might got smoked with each other. Like I think it was the Devin Booker Paul George thing,
or D Book and Luka, right? Like D Book and Luke. You know, like there's certain rivalries out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to watch Brunson and Halliburton go at it in a one-on-one. 3 dribbles. Who you got, right? Like certain guys, Brunson Maxey, you know, whatever, like certain guys that you know are going to be competing against each other. Straight back to the basket, right? You starting at the block or maybe a little block extended, Joel versus Joker. And you got somebody passing you the rock, only 3 dribbles, go at it. I would watch that. Joker and Joel going at it, like that shit would be dope for me.
Ain't nothing like a legit one-on-one. The crowd going crazy. Niggas is talking. Listen, man, I've seen so many post one-on-ones. I'm talking about, listen, man, like, but like I said, it only makes sense. You know, these guys, you know, they so superstarred out. They get so much money that, you know, in their mind, And to me, that's what I don't like about sports sometimes. It's like, I don't think you should never be above the game, and what the essence of the game was. We've all played 1-on-1, 21, 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying? To shut a guy up. You know what I'm saying, Flea? Fuck that, Flea. You can't, what? Next thing you know, like this. You know what I mean? So, I think, at this point, these guys think they too good for that. So I don't think it will work. But like you said, it takes those 1 or 2 guys at a certain level to do it and take it serious. I would love to see that, man. But yeah, Ant-Man is definitely a breath of fresh air. Because like I said, man, these guys don't talk. You know what I mean? These guys don't. It's Flea, it's starting to be weird, bro. Being honest with you, it's starting to be weird. Like the preseason game, Lakers played Phoenix. Did you see how hard LeBron and KD hugged and was smiling? It's like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
Like
you just seen something.
What is?
You just seen? I just seen you. Let's get to it, man. I just saw you.
Bro, I've been seeing you for 20 years, bro.
I just saw you, gangster.
Come on, you get what I'm saying? You. So it's like Ant-Man, it's definitely a breath of fresh air, and it gives us something to talk about. Like I said, I pray and hope that guys take, I hope guys take them on, pause, and make this a thing, because like I said, man, we need competition. We need parity. We need that. I know I do.
Listen, OG, Halloween's coming up, man. We need to remake Nino Brown, G Money, 1-on-1. Just find the park. We just gonna remake that scene.
Hold on. Remember, that's my block, the park.
That's right there.
Nicholas. Yeah, we can go to the park.
We go right there. But hold on. Dress pants, dress slacks.
No shirt on. Yeah.
No shirt on. We need
with the
I need hard bottom. I know you got a pair of hard bottoms. We need hard bottoms.
Listen, I will go get a pair for $10. Stowaways.
Hard bottoms, and we need beaters. We gotta have beaters on. We gotta remake that. They
ain't had no shirts on, bro.
No, yeah, they were shirtless. That's a fact. Yeah. We got to. We gotta remake that.
Not a problem.
Niggas was backing each other down. Niggas was backing each other.
Crazy. Traveling. Niggas was even dribbling.
Niggas was traveling.
The brick was crazy.
What? Nasty.
Come on. Can't hear you.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Ray.
Oh, I said G Money before the crack was all right, man.
It was.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man, for that money. What y'all talking
that
about?
Money, nigga.
And the bitches.
He said, oh, and the he said, I got mine every day last week. Come on, man. Come on. G Money was official. What?
Official.
Shout out to that's Bane. That's Bane from Memphis, man. RP reminded us that Magic and Jordan was supposed to have a 1-on-1 in 1989. Yo, I'm surprised AllBall he ain't see an opening for the hate. Like, who wouldn't want to play 1-on-1 AllBall?
I mean, you kicked the door open for the hate, so who wouldn't want to play 1-on-1? Fabian?
Nah. I'm asking AllBall because I know
what
it's
You saying right now? I don't think like I said,
what NBA player would never play in a 1-on-1 game at the All-Star game, AllBall? What NBA player legend has never participated in the dunk contest? AllBall.
Yo, these niggas
I don't want to say it because I don't want to trigger Flea, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm always.
Don't worry about me, nigga. Do you? Don't.
We agree with you.
Me.
LeBron James will never play in the 1-on-1. There, I said it. I'm sorry.
And you know this. Know this. Real quick, man.
Nah. Hold on, Ray. Yo, we're smoking you and Fish. Smoke City. Y'all not getting a bucket. How about that? Now I'm talking crazy. Y'all not even getting a bucket. You and AllBall could play around over there. Fish, it's up for you.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna be honest. I need 90 days.
I need 90 days.
Listen, I need 90 days. We getting a bucket, bro. I'm being
no,
honest.
them niggas ain't getting a bucket. We getting plenty buckets.
Hold on.
No buckets.
Hold on. Let me read that. Hold on. Me and Fabian. Oh yeah. I read now. I'm be real. Y'all ain't getting a bucket, Fabian.
Not a bucket. Nothing.
I need 90 days though.
Come through. Yeah. Yeah.
I need 90 days.
Yeah.
Fabian been working out, y'all.
I have not been working out. No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen.
90 days. Your man need 90, bro.
Now I need 90. If I know, like, let's say I got a date that's 90 days before, I'm being in the gym, putting up some shots, I'm eating fruit, drinking water. I need 90 days. I'm being honest. I need 90. I need 90.
Realistically, Fabian, if we was able to jump out there and play right now, how much time would you need to get ready? Realistically.
I don't even know, bro. Probably a month, like boss. That's crazy.
A little 30 days.
And it better be half court. I ain't participating in no full court activity. Okay. You start a full court, I'm gonna go to the store, bro. Get some water. Hey, you need some water, guys?
I'm not even going to half court. It's the key in it. That's it. I'm not going. Yeah, what you talking about?
What? Yo, full court?
Foul line down, OG. Foul line down.
Yo, please. Full court is crazy. My back,
insane, right?
That shit is on fire. A match was lit on my back. It was crazy.
It looked like a mile away. 94 feet. You looking like, damn, what the?
Listen,
I tried it like 5 years ago. I was done.
I tell everybody, you want to know if you in shape or not? Walk up 5 flights of steps and let's see where you at when you get to the 5th floor. You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on, your man is. Hold on, he's. Yeah. I don't hear no Corso. You put the Corso out already?
Look.
You've been walking up to 5 flights.
She ain't got no choice unless I get the Iron Man suit. I ain't got no choice. But
look, Fish said I'm drinking liquor the whole 90 days and I'm dropping 20 to 21 on play. Yeah, Fish.
Yeah. Yo, I love it. I love it.
Yo,
man.
Liquor for 90 days is insane. And getting 20?
Fish, can you work out an NIL deal that does not involve Kendrick Perkins?
Get him out of here.
Kendrick Perkins has gone viral. Yo, this is what happens when you come to New York, bro.
Fish, you see, I keep it right next to me, baby. It's right next to me.
That rock is clean, too.
It keep it right next to me, baby.
That's
whatever
nice.
Niggas need. Whatever they need.
Listen.
Official Brawny ball.
Yeah,
listen, man.
That was nasty, Ray. Right, that was nasty. Yo, we said we wasn't going to do that today.
Enough is enough, man.
I just seen that real basketball and got excited. That's how much I love the game. Listen, man.
I keep it close. OG.
Yeah.
Keep it close.
Yeah. But let's real quick. Kendrick Perkins, man. What happened?
I was telling Fish, man, we don't want no NIL do Kendrick Perkins for the 21 game. Because Kendrick Perkins has gone to fire.
Disgusting.
An NIL company co-founded by former NBA player Kendrick Perkins in February faces scrutiny after an ESPN investigative report found that the company used predatory tactics akin to offering high-interest loans. The company, Nilly, this sounds fake. The company, Nilly, offers athletes upfront payments in return for the use of or sale of an athlete's name, image, and likeness for up to 7 years. As part of the arrangement, Nilly and its backers foot advances to the athletes and in return receive a cut of future NIL earnings. They offered as guaranteed money, but give Nilly and its investors huge cuts of money, up to 50% earned by their client. The company Nilly offers athletes upfront payments ranging from $25,000 into the hundreds of thousands. This is said Perkins and his co-founder from Wall Street, veteran Chris Ricciardi. I've heard that name before. Fellas, Flea. I think we sent each other this news at the same time yesterday, which was bugged out.
Time, bro.
Kendrick Perkins is out here.
OG just shaking his head.
Yo, your man starts rooting for the Knicks for 2 days and just starts scamming it up.
Yo,
boy.
360 deals, OG.
I just adopted him and Rashad McCants as, you know, fellow Nick kids. And Lord have mercy. Kendrick Perkins. Come on, bro. Are we serious? I don't have no words. I really, nah, man. Nah. Like, what's going on out here, bro? Like, is this real?
Nilly. That's crazy. Not NIL. Nilly.
Sweet in the pot.
Wow. Wow. Not NIL, still I.
Nah, but for real, though, like,
what do you think, Flea? Because this is, I think AllBall is damn near speechless. Like, he can't believe it.
Wow.
Nah, I
didn't believe it.
It opened.
Kendrick Perkins is a Nigerian prince. Hopefully we don't get flagged for that. That's crazy.
Man. Wow.
How does Robert Paulson know these jokes? That's crazy.
Insane. Nah, man. It just begs the question for, like, why are you doing that? Right? Like, you got a pretty decent spot on ESPN. I'm sure you make a good dollar and cent. You were in the NBA for a very long time. So you reached the point of pension and all of that. You made good money. So for me, it just begs the question of, like, why are you doing, you're becoming a loan shark? You're signing. So now they're paying high school kids and college kids money to use their name and likeness. And we've been begging for this for years. Now, you want to get in on this by giving them loans to pay back with high interest rates? I'm transparent with y'all, so let me tell y'all a quick story. I moved to Houston back in 2014. That's 10 years ago. I moved here, quit my job, everything, just moved here, obviously for different reasons. But when I got here, looking for work, trying to get right, and in the midst of that, the bills got to get paid, right? So back is against the wall, trying to figure out how money is going to get right, out of doing everything you can. So what they have out here are called payday loans. And the payday loan, you can go get 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever, maybe up to $5,000, right? You get the money, you got to get to handle your business, but that money is a loan, and that money needs to be paid back. And here's the kicker. If you don't pay that money back within, let's say, a week, the exact number, now they like add double on interest that you got to pay back, right? And so I didn't understand. I'll be honest with you. I didn't understand. Youngster, not really understanding, but need the money. But now as you do your homework over the years, so now let me understand what the hell is this? Bro, these are predatory people, right? There's loopholes in it because they have investors. They have people giving them the money to give out. So they have the investors, but there's loopholes in ways so it doesn't look sleazy, but it's some sleazy ass shit. So what I just explained to y'all, Kendrick Perkins was trying to do to these young fellas. That's nasty. That's disgusting. So you get a loan, you get the money, and then you make it to the league. And as soon as I make it to the league, not only do I have my agent in my pocket, I have Kendrick fucking Perkins in my pocket. Man, bro, if you don't get the,
20% for 7 years. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Go to hell.
I'm really at a loss for words. Like Kendrick Perkins, man. Listen, man. I'm really at a loss for words. I know I'm a jokester, but this is mind-boggling, man. Like, come on, Kendrick. Kendrick, you the man.
Yo, Tony Stark.
Listen. One thing I learned in life: if you listen, if a person fall for it, listen, man. I'm praying and hope nobody goes and deals with this, man. Because Lord have mercy, man. Somebody gonna find Kendrick Perkins tied up somewhere, man. He playing with me.
Fabian, he's selling bullies and is a loan shark. So he's selling dogs and is a loan shark now. Yo, that's disgusting, man. Nah.
Yo, man. Listen, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, brother. Fuck all that shit, man.
They said Big Paulie told Kendrick Perkins no drugs. So he said, listen, I'm going for the plays.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I done been on them Wall Streets. I done seen some of these offices, bro. This is what it is. Not every loan is set up. I sound like a fucking salesman right now, but it's not all set up just to be predatory. But it's just the fact that if you are angling at these kids for hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, damn, bro, and you setting them up because you taking part of their money, how are they gonna pay you the money back? Like the way it's set up, you got to be like they're 18, 19 years old. They don't know nothing about money.
He's the new Wolf of Wall Street, my dude.
Dog. But not anymore because and the other thing with this is for me, he ain't the only one doing this. That's my only problem with this. Who outed Kendrick Perkins at ESPN for all that? This was an ESPN investigation, bro. An article that they wrote. And I ain't heard shit from Kendrick Perkins all day. What's going on?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what he got to say. Because this is crazy.
He's kind of saying it without saying it right now, Mister. He's pretty loud. He don't, Mister. I don't hide from nothing. Yeah, okay. This to me sounds like somebody else is doing the same thing he is, and they put him on Front Street, and now they're gonna walk in the back door and act like it's a different kind of deal, and it's the same deal. That's number one. Number two, hopefully these kids understand what they get themselves into. Like you said, Flea, when we're younger, we take a bunch. They sending credit cards to my daughter already. She ain't even of age.
Before I stepped foot on that college campus as a freshman, them shits was rolling in that summer. Like the summer between senior year and going into my freshman year, dog, there was so many credit card offers coming to my crib. Like they trying to get you, hook you in. As soon as time, get this nigga. Come on. It's crazy. I'm disappointed in him, to be honest.
But the fact that he's quiet says a lot. That's my thing.
His son is good at basketball, and his son will be, getting older. And I don't know if he's going to be aspiring to be, like his dad, an NBA player. But like, how would you want somebody to take advantage of your son like that?
Bro, they about to flame him in the NBA. All them NBA players he be talking to on TV about, LeBron is about to flame him.
Imagine imagine your NBA player and your son come to you like, yo, dad, Kendrick Perkins just hollered at me, said, yo, man, big shout out Kendrick Perkins, man. Listen, I might need to hold something, man.
We're talking about
AllBall TV. We need an AllBall TV. We need an NIL deal.
But not with Kendrick, bro.
Hell no.
Listen, man. Give us this 500,000. You know what I'm saying? Take out.
We run off on the nigga. He ain't gonna find us. We run off on it. Look, OJ. Look, OJ.
Yeah,
right, baby.
Tell you something, Perk.
Run off on the plug.
Yeah, matter of fact, come holler at me.
Remember running off on the plug?
My man Plies. Yeah. Come on, man. We talking about having us out here looking like Franklin Saint. We be out snowfall out this bitch. You crazy?
Yeah, matter of fact, come holler at us, Perk. Yeah. I got something for you. We can talk business. I might need a loan.
Lord
yeah. Nah, but this was horrible. I just wanted to see what you got, how you got, and it was just I was just as flabbergasted. Yeah, you got to be careful with these kids, man, especially with like you're supposed to be a righteous brother. Big Perk.
Yeah, man.
I'll be surprised they don't flame. Like, where's Draymond at? This is when I want Draymond to start talking.
Season starting, so it's perfect time. Everybody's focused on the season, so he could skate. They ain't gonna get him yet. But when niggas start up their podcast again, Paul George got some time, Draymond got some time.
Lord
Jeff Teague and the boys, they might get him. They might get him.
I would love to see what Ken and Mace got to say about this. You know, they
spoke on it. They spoke on it.
They spoke on it.
Yeah, Mace said basically like why was he the most popular person in the article? There's a bunch of people in the article too. How come always talking about is Kendrick? My thing is just like he ain't the only one in the business like this. Like this, I already see right through this. I think somebody got him at either somebody doesn't like him at ESPN and has some dirt on him, or the competition to the to the loan shark. To the loan shark, he wanted to out him like that. So that's crazy. He said Kendrick is a loan shark.
He's a loan shark, bro.
That's wild.
That's wild. Nigga said Kendrick is the numbers man. Nigga said he walk around ESPN with the numbers split. With the book. Look, what you said? Three straight $2. Look, he like this. Nah, man. Listen,
nothing legible. You can't read it. Nothing is legible.
Right. It's all up here. Listen, you can't get busted. It's all here. Lord,
you remember Bolita back in the day, AllBall?
What's that?
The Bolita, the numbers.
Right.
They had him a little ball.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. But I ain't know what that. But yeah, like I said, listen, Kendrick Perkins, the new numbers man, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, man, I think that's about it. 9:18 on a Friday. We gave y'all all we got, man.
Oh man, this is a good week, y'all. Good week.
Yeah,
great week.
Less than 2 weeks, man. Season is here, baby.
Going crazy. AllBall.
Big shout out to the Liberty. Big shout out to Spike Lee. Bad luck ass.
Oh, Spike, shit, you want to get into that?
No. Spike, stay home.
No, yeah, stay the
All New York sports. Spike, stay home, bro. Mets, Yankees, Liberty, Knicks. Stay home, bro. Matter of fact, go to all the Jets games.
OG,
you allowed there.
OG, real quick, 30 seconds. They was up 18. It was killing them, right?
I stopped watching the game.
Right. I'm watching, right? And so we had already finished recording. So I'm fixing baby girl dinner. I'm getting right. I felt like I turned around and turned back around. They was up 6. So now I just sit back and watch the remaining of the game. Liberty pitched that game away. The refereeing at the end of that game was god awful. When I say God, I'm not gonna blame the refs for the Liberty losing, but they did not help. It was bad refereeing and bad basketball down the stretch from the Liberty. They pitched that game away. They're gonna lose that series. Remember I said it.
Before we go, I understand what you're saying. We was up 3. They let them get the offensive rebound.
Have to get that rebound. You have to get that rebound.
No matter how bad the refs was, I'm just saying you got to get that rebound.
No. You're right. Breonna Stewart got to hit that free throw. Got to hit those free throws. It's too many. You can't foul a 3-point shooter.
Right. Liberty. So many. Tony Starks. Yeah, Tony Starks. Liberty gonna win. They the better team. I'm just saying you cannot lose like that. You can't lose like that. But when they get a shot of your man like this, with always that stupid face, yo, he is bad luck. Spike Lee, you are good to go to the Jets games. Knicks, Nets, Liberty, Mets, Yankees, stay away, bro. Stay away.
Matter of fact, go to Brooklyn, bro. You from Brooklyn. Get out of the Garden, man.
Oh, that's why
stay over there.
The Barclays.
Yeah, but stay over there. He got to shop up the block. I seen Spike before. Then he was right there by forgot what that street is on, by Bed-Stuy. Yeah, stay over there. Don't come across the bridge, man.
Fucking black over there. Cat, man.
He had his auntie's dress on again. You know he was dressing crazy.
He had a Liberty jersey on.
But and also they could have fouled him after the rebound. Even if they didn't get the rebound, could have fouled you up 3.
Bro, it was just bad execution. Just bad. And then they made some plays down the stretch that could have helped them win. Like Jonquel Jones had a steal and she went coast to coast, made the layup that tied it at 93. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, let's win the game. Ionescu, Sabrina, she turned it over too many times down the stretch. and her and Breonna Stewart, they just didn't shoot the ball well. Ionescu was like 8 for 30 or 8 for 26, 7 for 26, some shit like that. She shot horrible last night. They didn't play well. They gave that game away. They should have won that game last night. It's gonna be very hard for them to. I want them to win so bad, but it's gonna be hard for them to dig out this series now because momentum shifts. Like the momentum is shifted now. They got to regain that, and that's gonna be difficult because the Minnesota chicks, they've been rolling all year, and they excited right now.
Yeah, they tough.
That Courtney Williams chick with the short blonde hair, she's tough. She's tough. Like it's gonna be interesting to see.
Last question, my fault, AllBall. Is there any truth to what I seen that tweet? What's my girl that's on the Aces? They were talking wild shit last year when they won the championship. No, not Aja, the Kelsey Plum. But she said they don't play like a team. They just want a bunch of one-on-one players. They don't play like a team, whatever it is. Is there any truth to that where you could break the Liberty down and you could kind of make them one-on-one players and it was tough for them to get into rhythm?
I think go ahead, No, I was saying all year long they've been a number one seed. They've played the best basketball as a team all year long. I just think they start, they get to these lulls and they stop taking good shots. I think they stop defending just from what I'm seeing. When they go ahead.
No, I disagree with Plum. Liberty been the best team all season. It was just a bad loss last night. But yeah, I totally disagree with what she's saying. They hating over there, they jealous. Like I said, we put the construction Tims in the middle of the floor, got their asses out of here. So yeah, I don't agree with that at all. It was just a bad loss, just a tough loss that you can't lose like that, especially at home.
Kelsey, when they put the ball back in your hands while Chelsea Gray was hurt and they turned you into a point guard, the Aces stunk. All year long, they stunk until Chelsea Gray came back and took over point guard duties and took them shits away from you. You are great off the ball, Kelsey Plum. You are amazing. You are not a point guard. And you are home now. So enjoy.
I just want to make sure that was a statement after last year when they won. Hey, you know what that is?
Big Kool-Aid, Kelsey. Never the little one. I heard my drop.
All ball suckers.
All ball suckers.
You know what I be?
Fabian!
Oh, wow. This thing's going crazy. We out of here, folks. We keeping people past their beauty sleep, man. Monday, 7:30. Same bad time, same bad channel. Stay tuned to AllBall TV. Got a whole bunch of stuff clipped up for the weekend. Thanks for tuning in.
Blessed weekend, y'all.
TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.